All right, so now we're up here to the engine, underside of the engine. We've already talked about our headers, our
Put some
trans,
light.
all that. Oh, yeah, the light. I'm sorry. Light. Ooh, so much better. Okay, so first order of business, this oil pan. Scotty! Sorry. This oil pan is definitely leaking. Take a look at that. You see all that? Look at that. Ugh. That's definitely the pan. If it was the rear main, it would be coming out from inside. And actually inside, it's clean. So that is the pan. So we'd have to R&R that. And of course, in these Mustangs, because they have an actual cross member that doesn't bolt in, it's a lot harder to change the oil pan gasket than in an earlier Mustang where you can just unbolt the cross member, drop down the center link, and away we go. So we got a leak there. Ooh. Looks like we have a little something going on up here. Nothing too major. Someone's been using good oil filters. That's good. It's got a good Motorcraft FL1A on it. It is an older FL1A though, because they've changed them the last couple of years. Our headers are starting to get a little rusty crusty up here, but all good. Nothing too major. They're not coated, so they're gonna be a little rusty crusty. Don't run my foot over or hand over.
Got it.
All right, motor mounts look good with the adapters. Everything looks nice. Now, front suspension and steering. We were gonna. Customer has shown interest in doing a coilover setup or something along those lines, which I'm gonna do a little research for him, make it nice, figure all that out, yada yada. Anyway, back to our steering. Like I said, it has a very nice Delphi box. Beautiful, by the way.
Very nice.
It's a later style box. Obviously our steering components, they're older. Our tie rods are center link, our idler arm, all that. The only thing newish is the pitman arm, but that came with the steering box. I would look into probably replacing these as they are kind of gunky and scuzzy and the rubber's starting to crack, etc. These lower arms have been replaced. The bushings actually look really good. Let's get in here, see the bushings. But you can tell because they've been painted, they've been gone through. These ball joints are newer, even though they are riveted. They are newer riveted. Now, whoever did the lower arms, they did put sway bar end links. Didn't replace the bushings, and the sway bar is a little small. If we want a little more performance handling, we could go with a larger sway bar up here in the front. Pretty easy. Now, one thing that didn't get done when the rest of the lowers were done, let's look at our radius arm bushings. They are cracked. They are definitely
Dirty.
a little scuzzy, a little dirty. The bushings are cracked. Yeah, I would look into redoing those, but we're gonna look at suspension kits as well. So we'll get to that when we get to that. Let me stand up. We'll do our left front. Oh, God. Okay. So, it's got bolt-in upper ball joints, so those have been replaced at some point. But the arms have never been rebuilt. Look at the rubbers on the shocks. They're gone. Gone. Same thing with the spring perches. Done. Gone. Very nice wood brakes in the front. Very, very nice. We've put these on a lot of cars around here. Very nice. Very happy with them. Definitely would not be changing that.
Got stainless braided brake lines.
Willwood sends that usually. And I would put that on anyway. So shocks for sure. If we stay with stock style arms, let's at least get uppers and spring perches, shocks, all that jazz. Absolutely. Bigger sway bar. Take a little. Steering's pretty tight. I would still go ahead and replace, especially if we're doing a suspension kit where we go with coilovers or something different. So, this side we've inspected. Let's go over here really quick to the passenger side, get that knocked out. Tires are obviously, they look good. What's our date code? Always check the date. 6th week of 20. All right, we're good. Those are almost 4 years old. We're all right. So basically, same deal over here. Shocks, the rubber's gone. And I mean, we were squeaking them around up top. And same thing with spring perches, uppers, all that. Yeah, not in the greatest of shape. So, that's where we are at. One other thing that was discussed, tack no longer works, so we're going to look into that. We already resolved his throttle issue, so we got to look into the tack.
Yeah, come on.
There. I'm coming.
That way.
I know, the back light. So, pretty horsey.
Yeah, I know. I got that.
Anyway, and that's where we're at.